Hey guys, welcome back. It's Monday, April 20th, 2020. I hope you had a nice weekend. You were able to get outside, enjoy some fresh air, get some sunshine. We are back for another excellent week of online instruction. And this is a video for the group Denominators. Okay, so we were writing equations for parallel lines, and then we wrote equations for perpendicular lines. The next thing that we're going to do is determine whether the lines are parallel and perpendicular to each other given equations. Okay, so I have three lines and three equations. Okay, I have line A, B, and C. And there are equations for each one of these lines. Okay, there's an equation y equals 5x minus 3, x plus 5y equals 2, and negative 10y minus 2x equals 0. And what we're going to do is we're going to work to determine which lines, if any of them, are parallel or perpendicular. Now, the first thing that we want to do, rule number one, is we are going to find the slopes of the lines. Now, line number A, that's pretty easy to do because this equation is written in slope-intercept form. So y equals mx plus b. Well, hey, right here, boom, 5 would be the slope, okay? So we already know for line A, slope equals 5. Now, these other equations for line B and line C, they are not written in slope-intercept form. So what we need to do is we need to write them in slope-intercept form. So I'm going to try to keep them in categories here. But what we're going to do is we're going to move this around to make this 5y equals, and that would be negative x plus 2. Now, what I did, that would be plus 2. What I did is I subtracted y here to get to the other side of the equal sign, right? So now I have y equals mx plus b here. Cool, 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 okay? Now, what I need to do is I need to get this to just be y, right? I can't have a 5 there. So I'm going to divide, do the inverse operation of both sides, okay? And I'm going to divide this out. And this takes care of this. So then I'm left with y equals, and this would be negative 1/5 x, right? Nice. And this would be 2 divided by 5, which is b plus 2/5. Okay? So this would be my equation written in slope-intercept form. Y equals negative 1/5 x plus 2/5. Now I need to do the same thing over here because it's not written in the same way. So my first step would be to take negative 10y, and that's going to equal, I'm going to add 2x to each side. So this is going to be add 2x, so it's just going to be positive, okay? So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of my my negative 10 the same way by doing the inverse operation. And if I do it on one side of the equal sign, I have to do it on the other, okay? So I'm left with y equals, and I have 2x divided by negative 10. And when I do that, that would give me negative 1/5 x, okay? Wait a minute, how about that, okay? Now, from this, what I can do is I can determine that line B with negative 1/5 and line C with negative 1/5, they have the same slope. So what do you think that means if they have the same slope? That means that they are parallel. That's right. Excellent. They are parallel. Now, line A, if we remember back when we were talking about perpendicular lines is when they have the negative reciprocal. So the negative reciprocal of 5 is negative 1/5. So what that means is line A, that's right. Line A, since it has the negative reciprocal, that would be a perpendicular line. So line A is perpendicular and line B and C are parallel. Now it's your turn.